There we go, hopefully. Come on. Why is it doing this? Now is it working? I think so. It was working fine, and then I went to go live and it's like, well, maybe not. Maybe we'll just be a pain today. But that's okay. So hello. We're doing tacos today. Thank you, Gypsy. How is everyone? Roy Rage, thank you for stopping in. Stelly, welcome. Oh my God, Stelly, you're still awake. Dakota, sending in bits while working. It's Mexican week, so I had nachos on Monday. Yep, nachos on Monday, tacos yesterday. So today we're actually doing taco salad. We're doing healthy tacos. Yay! I know you're excited. Why wouldn't you be? There, a little better. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Like, you can use this recipe to do a healthier version of tacos. You can do kind of whatever. So we'll kind of go through all the different bits and pieces and go different ways that you can do tacos. Thank you, Tipsy, for the bits. Also at work, showing some love. I appreciate you all. So this one we're pretending it's healthy. So we're going to do a salad version. But basically you just do less lettuce and throw it in a tortilla and you call it a taco. So yeah, we might as well get started because I'm ready for tacos. I think you all are ready for, yeah. My mods are going crazy with the bits. I know I missed some other people. Stelly, have you even slept yet? Stelly is really pulling through. Johnny, we can try to do wings. I mean, I've never made wings from scratch, but I could try. Topher, hello. Thank you for lurking. Probably doing more and more interviews today. Roy Rage, thank you. Yeah, I don't know why things just decided they didn't want to work today. Ken's stopping in. I know Ken's is also over with Gillette. He just hit 500 followers, so he had a big giveaway today. Oh my gosh, still, it is 11 o'clock. You haven't slept yet. You said you were going to bed early if you didn't sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. You can do it. It's fine. So the only thing different with the tacos with doing the salad is I'm going to do the meat first so it has time to cool a little bit so it doesn't wilt the lettuce quite as much. But we're also going to make our own tortilla strips to go on top, which should be interesting. Hopefully. So we'll start with that. So we'll go ahead and switch on over. If you have questions, comments, please toss them in. So we're going to bake at 425. So this is going to be a fast bake. So it's high temp and short period of time because you really want to zap as much moisture out as possible. And I'm lazy, so I'm using aluminum foil. Why am I so cute? That's because Ken's you sent. It's okay, I sent for you too. Here's some ASMR aluminum foil for y'all. So yeah, if you're feeling lazy, tacos are really easy to do. They're pretty straightforward. You can do your own seasoning, but there's also tons of pre-made seasoning, which I do. I'm supposed to have salt, so if you are watching your salt, you might want to do your own seasoning, just because the pre-made has a lot of salt in it. I did post this recipe on my Discord, so if it's something you want to follow step for step, then just go there. So I don't want to use all my shells because I want some actual tacos too. But I'm doubling up as always because less effort. So it just says to cut these into like 1/2-inch strips. Well stacked. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but just for the most part. I like mine a little bit thinner, but I don't want to go too much because I don't want to overdo it. But it is easier to do the long strips and then cut them down from there. Always be extra careful when using sharp knives, obviously. See? I know! Oh my gosh, this is my favorite. So it's the they don't want to sponsor me, so they don't get promotion. But it's a mix of a Santoku style, so you can see that curve on it. But it's the length of a French. So we'll do a quick knife lesson because why not? Alright, so here's your standard. This is a full-length Santoku, so it's a little bit shorter. But it's got the curve throughout, so you rock it back and forth. And then here's a petite French. So this is the small French knife, but it's the same length. So the full French is much longer, but you only use the back third to half. The tip never leaves the board. So when you're chopping with a French, it stays all the way down. Hi, Danny. Hi, Angel. How is everybody? We're just doing some cooking, hanging out. So this one you can use both ways, where you leave the tip down and you cut with the back, or you can rock back and forth. Either way, which is why I like it. Makes it pretty versatile. It's also a wedge shape. So let me see if you can. So see how it's much thinner here and goes out on both sides. So that's the shape a cleaver has, which makes it easier to spread apart things that like to stick. So you can also use this knife on things that are harder, like pineapple, cantaloupe, watermelon, things with a thicker rind, and it's not going to bust because it's much thicker. I think it's 1/4 inch, whereas a normal knife's about 1/8 inch. Yeah. So then you just salt this. You're basically making little tortilla chips, so you just have to dry them out. So olive oil and salt and pepper to taste. Just for the sake, okay, so just for the sake of having the cleaver is fun. I think I keep it tucked away for obvious reasons. Wait, where did I put my cleaver? Did I put it over here? Oh no, I put it in a safe place and I can't remember. Oh, I'll have to find that later. That's gonna drive me crazy. Oh wait, I put it away. I don't like knives, so this is the difference between a cleaver and the vegetable knife. So that's a 1/2 inch thick. This is like a good 5 pounds of metal. It's fun. That's right, I found a block for it instead of leaving it out. Back to what we were talking about. Yeah, I enjoy knives just a little. I did wash my hands beforehand, as always. I also rinsed my lettuce and the other veggies so that you didn't have to sit around for that. Right, Topher? Oh my gosh, they're so fun. have quite the array of knives because I can. Which is why it's good to be cooking, because I need reasons to use them. Thank you, Tipsy. Thank you. So I'm not going to put a whole lot of pepper on these, just a little bit for taste. Mix that up. And they don't need to be super soaked or anything. You just want a decent coating. If I was making it just for myself, I'd probably add more salt, but it's not just for me. I also have family to think about with high blood pressure, so they can add more salt to their salad if they want. My baking sheet's probably a little small too. I could spread it out, but it'll be fine. It's fine. So then it's just start the meat. So it's pretty easy. I just do a package of taco seasoning per pound of meat. I should have 2 pounds. So that's 2 packets. So you can use ground chicken, you can use ground beef, you can do whole chicken breast, you can do steak, kind of whatever you want. I'm doing ground turkey because it's extra lean. Topher, you are welcome to come by and make some tacos. I'm gonna have plenty. Let me double check. Yep, 1 pound. So you can see this is very lean. Normally I cook mine in its own fat. I'll probably have to add water to this because it's so lean. And that's okay. So I'm just gonna add a little olive oil to get it started, because there's not gonna be much fat, again, coming from this. If you want this to be veggie tacos, you can do that too. So you can get Impossible meat and cook that up the same way you would normal meat. Eggplant is really good. If you cook that up, you can put that in the oven. Oh, you've never seen ground turkey? Yeah. So this is a really easy, healthy option. It's another thing you can do with leftovers from like Thanksgiving. We always get a turkey that's way too much. So you can grind up the turkey and throw some taco seasonings in. It's a little easier before it's cooked, but you can still do that after it's cooked too. And I just want as much of the juices in there as I can. And then I tend to throw the spices in earlier on, just because I want it to cook in. You do want to be careful because when you put the spices in earlier, it's harder to tell when it's fully cooked through. So I tend to overcook ever so slightly, just to be on the safe side. And then I always go hot and spicy because I can. And I mix different ones to get different flavors. I also have like a McCormick. So Ortega is 20 calories per packet. Old El Paso is 15. Old El Paso has 390 milligrams of sodium per serving, whereas the Ortega has 350. So you kind of trade off. Stelly, I told you to eat hours ago. Oh my god. Eat. Ooh, Johnny, what's for dinner? So yeah, that's why I say you can also make your own spices, because it's just salt, chili pepper, garlic, onion powder, vegetable oil. I think in both of these. This one adds paprika and then caramel colors. So you can make your own, that way you don't get all the additives. Or you can buy the pre-made, which are pretty cheap, and make life easy. I go for easy. There. Oh, that's right. I forgot to grab the trash bag before this. I'm definitely gonna need that. Your dinner Subway? Dude, I would kill for some Subway. I haven't had that in forever. I don't keep bread on hand. So yeah, as this is cooking, there's not much. So I'm gonna add just 1 cup of water. I'm pretty sure it says 1 cup per packet of water, but I find that to be too much. 2/3 cup per packet. So I'm doing a little less than what it calls for. But again, there's not a whole lot of moisture content in this. Not a whole lot of fat to cook it in. I try not to add water to my tacos if I can help it. But that's another easy way to make it healthier, is to use water instead of the fat. Drain the fat as it cooks and add water instead. I just like the flavor of it cooking in the fat because that's where all the flavor is. I know it's not just me, but this, you can't see too well. Let me try and move it. This looks so gross as it's cooking. Doesn't that just look weird? I don't know. It looks weird to me. But as we get older, we have to try and watch our diets better. Let's see if I can set that back up again. Ooh, some chocolate chip cookies sound good. Ooh, macaroni beef. I'm a big fan of like chili mac. I haven't done that in a while. Ooh, we're at 417. We're almost there. You get all my cookies? Oh my gosh. Rev, today we are doing tacos. Technically it's taco salad. Alright, so there's the oven. We've got our tortilla strips. So that's just gonna go in for about 4 minutes. Then we'll flip it over so it can dry out the other side. Do another 4 minutes. If you don't want the taco strips, then you don't have to. You can also get pre-made taco salad shells. Another option is a metal bowl and you put the taco shell over it with a little bit of olive oil and salt, and do the same thing and just bake it in the oven to get that shell shape. Or a salad bowl. And I'm cooking this on a medium heat, which is why I'm just trying to keep it moving. I want to make sure I don't dry any parts out. So if I need more water, I can add it. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on it. Nothing crazy. So normally when I cook tacos, I'd cut all my veggies first. And then I would cook the meat. And then I'd build the taco or burrito or whatever right there while the meat's super warm. But again, since I'm putting it over lettuce and having a salad, super hot meat is going to wilt the lettuce and then it's going to get chewy instead of crunchy. So I'm starting with the meat so that it can cook down or cool down after it cooks before I add it to the lettuce. But where moments ago it was kind of a gross looking paste, now it's looking like what we're used to over ground meat. So does anyone have anything planned for Valentine's Day? I know it's 2 weeks away. But like for the people who are in relationships, do you even have anything planned? You kind of have been stuck together for the last year. Are you guys just like sick of each other at this point? Or are you still gonna try and celebrate? And obviously for all us single people, what do you do? What do you do when you, because I do a self-care Valentine's Day. So for me, I like to draw myself a bubble bath, put some Epsom salts in there, which I do on a pretty regular basis. I'll put on like an audiobook or some really chill music. Maybe watch a movie, cook myself a nice meal. Like I take myself out on the perfect date. Oh, I'll probably binge anime. I haven't watched any anime in a while. I'm used to being single on Valentine's Day, so that's what I do. Is I just do what makes me happy. And it's pretty sad that all that I want to do is have a bubble bath and watch some anime. Like I could do that most days, but for some reason I don't. If I feel special, I do have some more sparkling cider from New Year's, so I might pop that up too. Oh, Roy, yeah, that makes sense. That's gotta be hard. I know here in Michigan they're trying to open the bars again for Valentine's Day. I just don't know if anyone's gonna want to go out and celebrate like we're used to. Alright, so this is almost cooked and that's about to go. So I'm gonna take this, turn the heat off, but I'm gonna let it keep cooking while I flip these. And I might have to do this a third time just because I stacked too many on here. They're still pretty floppy. So you just kind of want to let these crisp up a bit. Flip them over. Oops. Make sure you guys can see. So they're starting to crisp up. Make sure it's as evenly spread out as possible. Don't be like me, use the proper sized baking sheet. This just was the one on top and I'm being lazy. So again, that's at 425. We'll just do another 4 minutes. And here's the meat. So as this cools, all the moisture is going to evaporate and soak back up. I don't want too much of the liquid to evaporate, but I want enough. So we'll just leave this off the heat, that's good. Let that cool, soak back up, and start chopping veggies. Alright, so I grabbed romaine. I like that the best. Like I said, I rinsed it. It's still pretty wet, so I'm gonna have to pat dry it more. Hesty! Hello, Hesty. See? You ask and you shall receive. So we're doing healthy tacos, just taco salad. I cooked up some ground turkey to be healthy. It's 85% lean with taco seasoning, prepackaged. You can also just throw your own flavors in there. Typical is onion powder, chili or cumin or both, a little bit of paprika, garlic, salt, pepper, and then just whatever else to flavor. So I'm just separating the romaine leaves because it's still really wet and I need to pat dry these, otherwise it's going to be disgusting. And you don't have to cut your lettuce, I just want to chop it down ever so slightly because I don't want to shove a giant romaine leaf in my mouth and be like, ooh, it's delicious, because it's not. There. So I'll cut them probably about down to that size. Good bite size. But I do need paper towel. The most important is I want to make sure, because I left my knife on there, that's not wet. Gillette, hello, thank you for stopping by. I know you just had your giveaway, $50. The Masonite Gaming won. Gillette just got 500 followers, so we did a $50 giveaway. His poor wife thought he said $500 giveaway and nearly had a heart attack, which was kind of funny. So then the easiest way to cut lettuce is to just kind of stack the leaves as close as possible. So it's going to curve a particular direction. You want that to curve into the board so that you don't have issues. I'm just going to make sure I've got a good curl and cut. Yeah, that looks good. And they don't need to, it doesn't have to be anything special. It's just, I like it to be closer to a bite size. Alright, and let's check our tortilla strips. Yeah, that's looking good. So yeah, I think that's good. I think I'll do 2 minutes because I don't want some of these that are starting to get super crispy to like full on burn. Like that one. It just needs a smidge more because I didn't spread them out properly. Again, just stack it. Okay. Pieces, yeah. And you could call it good at that, like it's just lettuce and taco meat. But nah. That's not good enough. I want more. So I also have black beans, Mexican corn blend, so it's red pepper with corn, And I just want to make sure that's fully drained because I don't need to add moisture. Trash. There we go. It's a nice blend of crunchy tortilla strips on top. We'll throw some corn. Oops. Literally throw some corn apparently. What else do you guys like on your tacos? I know some people are like, corn, that's weird. But not for me. I like it. No such thing, tacos not healthy. Yeah, there are ways to do somewhat healthy tacos, but for the most part, no. Black beans. I'm breaking bones. Oh no. I promise I'm not. So even now, you can still call this good, but I'm going to add some more fresh vegetables. I promise I'm not breaking anything. But I could see how it sounds like that. Anything and everything. Yeah, I don't really know officially what tacos are supposed to be. I just want these flavors to kind of start blending, so give that a light toss with the lettuce. All right. So next we'll do the avocados, because to me, you can't have tacos without guacamole or avocados. So this is just avocados. So if you haven't cut avocados before, this is the best way. You cut into till you hit the pit, and then work your way around. And it should twist. This felt like they were right. Come on. There it is. Then keep your hand away. Oh, that's a bad one. Yep. This avocado might not work for me. Yep. It's just splitting. No! All right, that's not working, so we're just gonna scoop it. Straight Edge, hello. How are you? I'm good. This avocado is giving me grief today, though. I think it's because I refrigerated it. I didn't think about that. Oh, no. So then, now the pit's out, all you do is you just scoop it out. And hopefully yours is better and not giving you as much grief as this one is giving me. Come on, avocado, you can do it. There. Oh, I'm wasting a bunch. Boo. I know there are like tools for scooping avocado that also slice at the same time. For me, that extra like 2 seconds isn't worth the $20 tool. Really? You're giving me that much grief? Come on. Get out the cleaver, right? No, we don't need the cleaver. Make sure I've got all of the shell off, because that's not a fun thing to bite into. Normally it doesn't stick this much. And what I'm just gonna do, you can leave it whole, you can leave it sliced, you can mash it, you can do kind of whatever. I don't want huge bites of the avocado in the salad, so I'm cutting it to about 1/4 inch thick. And then I'm going to cut those into cubes. One down, one to go. Tacos! Yes, Straight Edge. We are doing taco salad with ground turkey so that it's lean, healthy option. Or instead of doing it on a salad, you can also just do this in a bowl. You can do this in burritos. You can do this on rice. You can do this in hard shells, soft shells, put this over tortilla chips. Well, as long as you kind of know the base, it's pretty simple. Ah, much better. That looks much better. That was still really bad. But it worked. Oops. Throwing stuff. There's my spoon. So since I can't go to the grocery store, I didn't get to pick my avocados, which is why they weren't quite wholly ripe. This one's better. As I drop it onto my stovetop, which I did just clean before doing this. Avocado. They are nice that you can just like use a table, like your normal everyday spoon, to scoop them out. De-shell them. There. See? Look how little waste. Easy peasy. Cans, I see you. So again, same thing, I'm just gonna slice these and then into cubes. Watching my fingers the whole way. then I'm just gonna rinse this really fast. Exactly, yeah. Clearing the avocado is pretty easy as long as it's fully ripe. There, so I just rinsed that off and wiped it down because again, you don't want to use a wet knife or cut on a wet cutting board. Yeah, go ahead and show me. Like, everyone does stuff differently. That's just how I felt like doing them for the salad. Yeah. You don't want them to be too hard and you don't want them to be too squishy, which sounds terrible out of context. One of my friends is really good at picking perfect avocados. So I'm not going to put the tomatoes directly in because I don't eat tomatoes. I'm allergic. But my family does. So I'm just going to quarter the tomatoes. I feel like that's going to be fine. I'll probably leave one package whole for them. Yeah, this knife is way overkill, so we'll just get out a paring knife. So a lot of times I use a knife way too big for the job. But at some point, you don't want to do that. So this, I'm just doing one crosswise and one lengthwise cut, very gently, so I don't remove the juices, just let the sharpness of the blade do the work. Here, let me move so you can see, because I'm not letting any of the juice out. These smaller ones I'll just do one lengthwise. So you just very gently let the sharpness do the work so you don't lose the juice. Because the juice is what's delicious. At least for me, like, the skin's okay. One of the differences too is that here in America, our tomatoes aren't very juicy. They're picked early because they ripen in the process of shipping, but they don't get that really nice juiciness as if you grow it on your own, like you tend to get overseas. Same with pretty much all our fruit. Oranges is what's noticeable the most to me. When I was in France, I always thought I hated oranges, but one of my friends saw a farmer's market and grabbed an orange. And oh my gosh, they were delicious. Like, you picked it up and you could hear the water sloshing around inside. And it was kind of funny that that was so novel to this group of Americans. We're like, oh my gosh, you can hear water in an orange? What's that? That's crazy. So yeah, if you ever come to America, you're not going to be thrilled with our fruit and veggies. They're kind of disgusting in comparison to what you're used to. We also waste a lot. Like, if it doesn't look perfect, then it gets thrown out, which I think is weird because most of the time veggies don't look a certain way. There are faster ways to cut these as well, but I find this to be very zen. I'll do some halves. That way they can have a variety of options. Oh, I should show you guys my favorite paring knife. The 2-plate method, yeah. I thought about doing that and I was like, eh. This is zen to me. We're good. I don't want to dirty another knife, but I do really like this paring knife. So most of the time when people think paring knife, you think this. The one I'm using again is still overkill, but it has a little more of a curve on it, so that's why I'm dragging it. But this one is really fun. So the tip always stays on the board and you cut just by pulling towards you. Mel, exactly. Cutting fruits and veggies is super zen. Throw on some music and just go for it. It's so fun. Ooh, I pushed too hard in that one. I'll probably cut some more. I don't want to give a whole container of cherry tomatoes to them like that. That's a juicy one. Wee. All right. There. It is weird to me that they can do the containers like that. But whatever. Some of these smaller ones I'll leave whole. This way they'll have a variety of tomato textures. All right, and I'll cut the rest of these. Won't take long. We're zen right now. We're just chilling, hanging out. Because I'm totally blocking the view. Kids, don't try this at home. I feel bad that I'm blocking the view, but I'm not left-handed with a knife. These cuts aren't quite as nice. So the knives I have are meant to be used left or right-handed. They have the same dimple on both sides. Not all knives are like that. I'm probably making some people, I was gonna say, very nervous right now. So I have learned to be ambidextrous with quite a few things, but what I'm doing is I find the center, keeping it away from, and then I dig in forward and finish pulling back, which I don't do right-handed because I'm more accustomed to it. But you can also see that I'm very focused on where the blade is. And I'm not putting any pressure down until I know I'm squarely in the middle. So again, do as I say, not as I do. I'm trying to show what I'm doing, which is dangerous. because I'm not left-handed with a knife. And of all the things, since tomatoes are round, they're not a very steady choice to be playing around with knives, so yeah. Hey kids, don't play with knives, it's dangerous, okay? There. But you can see from 2 containers, not a whole lot of juice was lost, because I let the sharpness of the blade do the work. Ooh, pardon. And I just don't, it's not a big deal, but I don't want to cross-contaminate because, again, I'm allergic. So I'm just wiping this down before I cut the onion. Actually, I think I'll do cilantro next. Not that it matters, but the onion's going to have a little more cleanup. And cilantro is just a good garnish. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm curious who here likes cilantro and who doesn't. I sometimes get that soapy flavor with cilantro, and sometimes I get a lemony flavor, which is kind of funny because normally it's one or the other, but my body just decides to be weird and do what it wants. Eric, cooking is going very well. We're making a salad. I'm just finishing the last little bits and then we're good to go. I've just got to chop the onion and make the dressing after the cilantro. So the cilantro, again, I'm going to leave out because sometimes my family wants it. Sometimes they don't, so it gives them the option. And same for me, I don't really want it mixed in. I like it more as a garnish. Ooh, some chicken. Oh, that's right, it's Wednesday, it's Complain Cast. Shoot. I even checked before I went live. I was like, oh yeah, there's stuff in Complain Cast. That's tonight. It just didn't register still that it's Wednesday. I don't know. Time is all messed up. RJ, thank you for the subscription with your Prime. I appreciate you. Another amazing, wonderful mod of mine, who I'm going crazy without seeing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hotberry and RJ, we need to talk. I've been going nuts this week. I realized I've been missing some things that I didn't realize I was missing. And oh boy, frustrations. Frustrations. All right. I think I picked the best looking theme song. And I don't need a very big container. So I'm just going to loosely chop this just to break it up and condense it down a little bit. Because that's quite a bit. So I just want to get it down closer to like quarter inch size pieces, or about a centimeter. Just not quite as big of a bite from the cilantro. So this is a more a Santoku style, because I can rock back and forth. I know, choosing a broadcast medium. I know. It's not the same. RJ, it's been forever since I've been over. I haven't seen Hotberry's paintings in forever. They haven't been posted anywhere that I've seen. I'm trying to avoid particular websites because mostly they just annoy me, but have to cave here soon. When you do this, when you're wiping off the knife, obviously always go down. Never pull up on the blade. Don't go across either. So I always do at an angle. So you can see the lines on there. That's the angle I'm going to try and get some of this off. You can drag it on the cutting board, but that's also going to dull the blade because you're cutting into the cutting board. RJ, I know I'm not missing much right now, but I'm missing the fact that I'm not missing much right now. Teaching kindergarten, that's good. I know. Like, I know things aren't going to be open anytime soon, and they shouldn't be for a good reason. But at the same time, like, gosh, I just miss going to the big parties and hanging out with everybody. Even just going and getting coffee with people. Gosh, I haven't had coffee in like a year now. No, that's not true. I think my mom bought me coffee last summer. So it's been at least 6 months. Coriander. No, this one's just cilantro. So now it smells all lemony. And our last veggie, my favorite. So I like the pungency of the red onion. So that's what I got. Were red onions. Oops. There we go. That was being a pain. So again, I'm probably gonna do about a 1/4 inch. Oh, I don't know if this one is okay. So it looks like there's some internal mush rot. All I can smell is cilantro now. Alright, so I'm going to cut these differently because I definitely don't want to use that center stuff. And I don't want to accidentally have it get mixed in. So, that. I mean, I hate to waste all that, but better safe than sorry. Taco 47! Okay, so this is a little more awkward, but I'll just have to kind of cut them down from here. So I'll just do kind of like I did with the avocado of making slices, and then I'll cube, and then I'll try and get these taller pieces broken down further from there. So this is a French style of chopping where you leave the tip on the board and cut only with the back. I know for myself, I don't mind the big pieces of onion. Most of my family will be fine too. That looks good. So I'll add that in. You have the gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. Exactly. So sometimes it'll taste like soap to me too, but I can still appreciate the flavor because sometimes it doesn't taste like soap, so I know how it's supposed to taste. And it's not supposed to be a sometimes thing for people, but for me it is. But again, that's why I put it on the side, because sometimes you just don't want that hint of cilantro. All right. Peel the onion. And so the reason I'm cutting this weird is there's a mush spot in the center, so I'm just trying to avoid that. Oh. That was a bit much. Oof. Maybe not. Dang. So yeah, even here, still. Thought I could get a little closer, but nope. What a waste! Oh, it's so much onion and it's so delicious. One of these days I'll figure out a way to get the camera on the other side so my hand's not blocking. Come on. Well, that side's just being a pain. It's just being a pain. Thank you, Hollywood. I try to be good with my hands. I practice a lot. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink. A couple of these pieces just aren't cutting very well. I think my knife needs to be sharpened. Well, dang. All right. Let me clear this stuff. And I just rinsed the spoon that I used for the avocados to use that for the dressing. Fexy Dad. Nice. All right. A rule of thumb I use for myself is always grab a bowl one size larger than what I think I'm gonna need, because it just ends up working that way. So for this, it's just a 1-to-1 ratio of salsa you like. So this is hot and spicy with Greek yogurt. Unflavored Greek yogurt, because if you put this on vanilla, it's gonna be disgusting. Fexy, we're doing really well. How are you? So this says a quarter of a cup and I doubled, so we're gonna do half a cup and go from there. Because I can always make more dressing. It's supposed to be healthy, which again is why you're using Greek yogurt. Could also mix this with like sour cream. Or do cream cheese, I'm sure. I really do need to learn to use my left hand more. I'm blocking most of the stuff for you. Come on, Aaron, get it together. And then again, you can add your own kind of seasoning to this if you want. Add extra flavors. If you want it spicier, then add spicier. If you want it less spicy, add more yogurt. So now we're ready to plate. Shout out to the lefties. I know, right? I still need to work on it. I'm working. Don't die, Dakota. Anything but that. Hollywood, I'm a-okay if I put people in the mood to eat. Because food's delicious. Okay, so you can see there, that's not warm anymore. All right, so this is romaine lettuce. I put black beans, Mexican corn blend that has red and green bell peppers, avocado, onion, I also have some cilantro set aside and some cherry tomatoes that I cut up that are set aside. So we'll just get a big scoop of the lettuce in here. I really want to put the cherry tomatoes in, but I can't. Then I have Mexican cheese because that's what I like to use. So again, it's really as healthy as you make it. We have our ground turkey spiced. That's all been cooked up. So I'll put a scoop of that in there. A little more, because I can. We have our tortilla strips. Oh, I should have put the dressing on first. It's okay, I'm eating it. So then this is the salsa Greek yogurt drizzle. Okay. And then you top with crunchies. And some cilantro. And a couple more crunchies because I can. And there you have it. Tacos the Alley. You have to remember to take a picture. And now, the most important part. Does it taste good? Probably should have cut the lettuce even smaller. This is going to be an awkward bite. I didn't think that through. It was really good. So I'll probably end up making more of the dressing because I put a lot of salsa in my tacos. But that's good. And it's pretty healthy. Let me see if it told me the calories on it. 1 second. So I don't know how healthy this is because it's 487 calories per serving. And this is 8 servings, this bowl. So that divided by 8 is 500 calories almost. But it's a change of pace. Which I think is probably the most important. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I'm not mad at it. I didn't get any of the crunchies the last one. So we basically made our own tortilla chips in the oven. That did turn out really nicely though. I got you, Dad. I remember to have hats this time. Yum. So yeah, now I just have to put all this away. So I have this really big, it's I think a cookie container. It's a 64 ounce container. And I find that works nicely when I'm sharing. So I can fill this up for my family, like really pack all this in there, and whatever's left over is from me. But again, you can use whatever lettuces you want. You can use whatever type of meat you want. You can add more veggies, less veggies. Like it's really easy. It's over. It's supposed to look good, even though it was my first time making it. Like I've made taco meat before. I just haven't made like taco salad before. Sure they get lots and lots of veggies. There. And since this stays cold and the meat you're probably going to want to reheat, I'm doing that separate. That way they can do what they will. Though cold turkey isn't terrible. I just prefer it warmed up. That's a lot. There. This should give them quite a bit of food. So that's what I say, like 64 ounces with the lettuce and veggies. This is about 1.5 pounds, 2/3 of the meat. Plus all the tomatoes. As depressing as that is. Oh, you missed most of it? I can go over it. So for the tortilla topping, it's just tortillas chopped up into about 1/2-inch pieces, baked at 425 for about 8 minutes, flip halfway through. The dressing is equal parts your preferred salsa with Greek yogurt, obviously unflavored, no sugar added. I did 1 head of romaine lettuce. This bag is way too big for what I'm doing, but that's okay. So I'm giving them all this because I can make more dressing for myself. And then for veggies, I put in avocado. I cut up some cherry tomatoes for them. I added corn, just a can of corn. No, I did 2 cans of corn, which are the Mexican corn, so they also have red peppers mixed in there. A can of black beans, because I want the other can of black beans for myself. I chopped up a red onion and put that in there, avocado. So yeah, you just kind of like mix whatever you want together and call it peachy. If you don't want this over salad, you can just eat it in a bowl. You can put it over rice. You can make tacos, you can make burritos. So this looks weird, but there is method to my madness. I'm putting the dressing in a bag because then they can cut the corner off and just split it that way. But I need a paper towel because I'm making a mess. I should show you guys my kitchen. I have made a mess. It looks clean-ish to you guys, but I knocked a can of the black beans over, so that's all over the floor. It's not too bad. I've got a couple pieces of lettuce on the floor. Oh, it's special. I missed them. I missed some. So yeah, we just did taco salad to try and make it a little healthier. Only because on Monday I did nachos. Yesterday I did tacos. So today I'm pretending to be healthy and have taco salad. Without realizing this healthy taco salad is 500 calories a serving. Not to say that's bad because there are a lot of veggies, but that's still a lot of calories. Yes, Tipsy, I did get a hats off to you redeemed by Dab, so we're wearing a hat. This one makes me think of my grandpa, so I like it. All right, so for me, oh wait, I'm still packing up for them. Because I know they're gonna want this crunchy stuff on top. Oh yeah, so when I put these in the oven, I did do with olive oil and some salt and pepper for flavor. I know they have cheese, so they don't need me to put cheese in there. My cheese. My cheese. There, so the rest should be mine now. So this is for the family back home. We got lettuce, meat, cherry tomatoes, dressing, and the croutons. Now it's my turn. Because the rest is for me. But yeah, you can see more of the veggies now that I'm getting the bulk of the lettuce. So corn, black beans, onion. That's the stuff I like. So I can use this to also make nachos or tacos or whatever else later this week. There. So I just put in veggies that I like, topped with cilantro if you so choose. I chopped that up so I can add that later. I also have some sour cream in the fridge if I want. If you're trying to cut back, instead of sour cream, you can obviously do Greek yogurt. Can't really think of any other good substitutes for all this stuff. Let's see. Oh, that smells so good. Oh, something that I do that not a lot of people think of is I'll make taco Alfredo. So I just do a basic Alfredo, but I put taco meat, and instead of Parmesan or mozzarella, I put in pepper jack or Mexican cheese. And that's pretty delicious, so I might do some of that. Demi, yes, I cook. And today is tacos because Hesty asked it for Mexican last week, so that's what's happening. So now we've got to see if there are any requests for next week. Otherwise, we just gonna make it happen. We're gonna figure it out. Tacos are the best. Oops. Making a mess. So another thing you can do is, if you wanted, you could pack all the veggies separately. That's what I was originally planning to do, so then you can kind of add whatever you want at that time. But I got lazy. I'm already using a bunch of different Tupperware. So I'll at least keep the meat separate so I can reheat that at my leisure. Not too bad. Not too many dishes. Not too much going at the same time. Nothing too overwhelming. A lot of it you could leave out. You could add more if you want. Fairly easy peasy. You know? So hopefully you enjoyed. Anyone have any questions, comments, critiques, suggestions before we find someone to raid and move on? Can probably switch over instead of staring at my very messy stovetop that I had just cleaned, which is pretty standard. So yeah, so that's Tacos Daily. Like I said, nothing too crazy. Nothing overwhelming. Fairly easy. Fairly simple. Quite straightforward. Eric, yeah, I can jump on there. Thanks, Mel. I hope you enjoyed. I do this every Wednesday. So I normally stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. Wednesdays are my shorter stream. They tend to go hour and a half, 2 hours. Monday and Friday is gaming, so that's more like 2 to 3 hours. Haven't decided what I'm doing next week. Topher, just get over here. I got plenty of food. Tell me what you want, I'll make it. It's a standing cooking every Wednesday, so just message me and be like, I'm gonna be there 6 p.m. on Wednesday, and you're making me blank. I just need to know by like Sunday so that I can get the groceries in time. Tipsy. Send the address. Can we even fly? Yeah, I guess we can fly around the states now. Because I'm in Michigan. Just gotta get up here. Bring me to Cali. I'd be okay with that. Let me find out. Oh, so next week we're hopefully streaming. I see my doctor on Monday, and I'm hoping I can convince my doctor to let me get the vaccine. If I can, there's a slight chance that I will not be up for streaming on Monday. And then depending on if there are reactions the rest of the week. So, Zacto would like lasagna. Oh yeah, I haven't done lasagna yet. I was thinking flatbread pizza next week, but maybe lasagna. We'll see. I'll think on that. I do have a really good crock pot lasagna, but that's like super easy. Put it in and let it go. But Zoctool did do tacos, so if Zach wants lasagna, I could probably make lasagna happen. So yeah, if you have suggestions, if you have ideas. Oh, Tipsy, yeah. I will definitely get that. Like, that's one of the difficult things because I don't stream for very long. And crockpot stuff tends to take 4 to 8 hours. So I'm like, I could go on and be like, here's me putting the stuff in and then coming back, here's me taking the stuff out. Like, I don't know. That's not a very good live stream. But if I balance my schedule better, it'd be nice if I could do something like that on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. Pre-record. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Now you're getting fancy, Topher. I still haven't even opened DaVinci Resolve. It's been 2 weeks. Ugh, I'm so bad about this. One of these days, I'll figure it out. One of these days. Someday. Yeah, we'll raid someone new today. Cat Paws, hello. Thank you for joining. I just finished, so I can show one more time. So we did taco salad. This kind of looks like mush because I just ate it. But yes, I did. I started at 6 p.m. Eastern. So I cut up tortillas into about 1/2-inch strips, and I baked those at 425 in oil, salt, and pepper. Did that for 4 minutes, flipped them over, 4 minutes, flipped it over. I cooked up ground turkey so it's nice and lean and healthy with just some basic taco seasoning I got from the store. You can make your own. If you need hints, tips, ideas, let me know. Then for the salad, I have romaine lettuce with avocado, red onion, Mexican corn, so it also has red and green bell peppers, black beans, chopped up cherry tomatoes to also be added in. So I have some whole, some halves, and some quarters for different textures. also, to top it off, cilantro, freshly chopped. And for the dressing, there, it's just equal parts of your favorite salsa to Greek yogurt, unflavored. So this is half a cup of each. And then you throw it all together and you got yourself salad. It's, what did it say? 480 calories per serving. So I don't know how healthy it really is. But it's an option. You can also just do that with like tacos, burritos. I threw it all together for a salad. So yeah, today was a pretty quick and easy. I've done a lot of tacos in my life, so I know what I'm doing. But I was very pleased with how the crunchies turned out. Those were really good. All right, it could be fried. It does have like some healthy options. Most people, when they think of salad here, use iceberg lettuce, which has no real health properties. So using the romaine adds some, and yeah, just because it's 500 calories doesn't mean it's not healthy. It's just where are those calories coming from. So the seasoning I used is 20 calories. The yogurt is about 60 calories. I'd probably say like another 50 calories just from the salsa. Whatever cheese you want, that's the other thing. The cleanup's not too bad. I can show you my sink. It looks worse than it is. There's my sink. So it's not too bad. I've got the frying pan with the spoon, the bowl with the spoon for the dressing, the bowl with the tongs for the salad, cutting board, and 2 knives. I think that's it. Oh, and then of course like the bowl and fork that I'm using to eat. I used aluminum foil on the baking sheet, and then it's just like wiping down the counters, cleaning up the stove again because I made a mess. Rooftop Tim, hello, how are you? Coming in right at the tail end, I feel bad. Oh, and cleaning up the floor because I spilled a can of black beans. So yeah, cleanup's really not bad. And this was pretty dragged out into an hour and a half of cooking because it's mostly just chopping the veggies. So again, if I wasn't doing salad, I'd do the veggies first. You can do those days in advance even. And then it's just doing the crispy strips. You'd probably want those. I mean, you can even do those in advance. So it's just cooking the meat. No, it's okay, Rooftop Tim. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We did taco salad today. So it's pretty straightforward. We did a healthy version. So instead of beef or chicken, we did 85% lean ground turkey. Since there's not a lot of fat to cook in, I did have to add water. I always add a little less. Yeah, super quick and easy. So I just cooked up 2 pounds of turkey with 2 packets of seasoning, and I think I did 2/3 a cup of water. So I did half the water suggested because I didn't want it to cook down quite like that. I didn't want it too liquidy. Yeah, it's a really good protein. So when I say that 500 calorie per serving for a salad sounds bad, but there are calories in the lettuce because you're using romaine instead of iceberg. I personally would also add spinach because I like that extra kick. Oh yeah, The ground turkey. Yeah, you can swap ground turkey for most any ground stuff. It has a slightly different flavor, but when you're adding, like if you threw some beef bouillon in the ground turkey, you're not gonna notice. Let me see, my black beans are 120 calories per serving. I did 1 can. So it's about 60 calories per serving from black beans, which isn't bad. They're pretty good calories. The sodium level is pretty high because I'm using canned stuff and pre-made seasoning. So that's more the thing to watch out for the health. For the dressing, it was Greek yogurt mixed with salsa, which is going to be better than if you did regular yogurt. It's going to be a lot better than if you did sour cream or cream cheese. So yeah, 500 calories. It's a large amount of calories for me to have in a sitting, but it makes sense. It is good calories. The avocado is going to add some, but avocado is also good fats. There's a little bit added from the olive oil. The tortilla strips are going to add calories. That's probably the unhealthiest. So the cheese are going to have more of the bad fats for you. There's not enough olive oil to really matter. Yeah, the tortilla strips. The worst thing in all of it is that I used canned stuff, so it's got a lot of salt. So for me, that's fine, but for other people, not so much. Yep, the avocado is really good. You could add more avocado. I only did 2 for all of this. My family would eat an avocado each. But you do have to watch not overeating on avocado. You can still overdo good fats. But if I'm doing a salad, I always go for romaine. If they're... Thank you. Yeah. Dab used his channel points to make me wear a hat. Which is fun. I enjoy it. I have other hats. I do remember to keep them around now. Yeah, donate Rooftop. Rooftop Tim is awesome. So much fun. I do need to stop. I have been drinking so much Diet Coke because I was out of Bai Water. And now that the Bai Water's back, because I just got them more, I'm almost already done with this one and I just started. It's so good. It's not that bad. It's 10 calories a bottle, but I'm not used to having calories in stuff I'm drinking. Oh, yeah, no. I thought about adding some fresh lemon or lime juice. If I did, I would put it in the dressing, but I don't really need to. The salsa's got plenty of flavoring. Rogue, yeah. So I watch my calories. I have health issues that make it difficult to work out. So I have to watch my calories. I have to watch my fats because there's only so much I can do to exercise. Especially being stuck at home. Whereas if I could go to physical therapy, there's a bit more I can do. And it's regular exercise. But I can't go right now. Hopefully if I can get the vaccine next week, in a month or 2 I can get back to having a life, which would be great. But that's if I can convince my doctors, because they already told me once no. They already told me no once. There we go. Why are you saying sorry, Rooftop? You're fine. Yeah. Exactly. It'll be fine with the... Oh, yeah, we do both start with A. Aaron versus Aaron. Yeah, 2 lung surgeries. Yeah. I'm just allergic to everything, so even with the flu shot, I've had allergic reactions, but not enough to put me in the hospital. So a month ago, they told me no. But there haven't been a litany of severe allergic reactions, so hopefully I can talk them into it. We'll see. So that's why I'm saying next week is tentative. I'll try and keep you guys updated because I really want to get the vaccine so I can have a life this year. Get back to exercising and going outside and seeing people and maybe back to work if the bars are reopening without fear of, I don't know, dying or having even more chronic health issues than I already do. I just don't know if this doctor tells me no, which doctor to even press next. But if I'm willing to take the risk, I don't understand it. I'm just anxious because so many people in Michigan are saying no to the vaccine that if I really can't, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going crazy, you guys. I'm going crazy. See, that would be fine. If they told me no because they had a very limited supply, that's one thing. But they didn't. They said it wasn't worth the risk. And it's like, who are they to tell me what I think is worth risking? I think it's worth risking an allergic reaction to being able to get back into the world in the next year. Or catching COVID and potentially dying. Like, I have an EpiPen. I'd be okay if I have to use it. I've had quite a few friends have the vaccine and they haven't had issues. My cousin was part of the trials. I've read a lot of the data. I've been watching the reports coming from the actual scientists. So I think I'm fairly well educated on the vaccine. Yes, it would be nice to have more time, but at the same time, I don't want to sit in the house for another 2 years. I won't make it. I'm telling you guys now, if I cannot get back into the world doing anything, I'm gonna go crazy. And it's not gonna be good. Not gonna be good. So yeah, we'll find out. But if I do get the vaccine, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a lot like Exactly. The super bad allergic reaction. So I get the concern. It has been a month, so we've had more trials, we've had more experimentation, especially with high risk category. So I get it. I totally understand the doctors wanting to play it safe, but it's been a month. And I don't know. I don't see it changing a whole lot 10 months from now. Yeah, I'm in a hard spot because like I have to keep weighing the risks every flu season. Is it worth getting the flu shot and having an allergic reaction that's progressively getting worse year after year? Or do I not get the flu shot and risk getting the flu? Especially since so many people refuse to get their flu shot. So since I can't trust the population to get the flu shot because they can, I have to decide, do I risk the allergic reaction, which could put me in the hospital, or do I risk not getting it and getting the flu? Or do I just not see anybody for 6 months? Which actually is much worse, because then I get sick at everything. Because I have tried that. I have tried avoiding people, not getting the flu shot. When I don't get the flu shot, I tend to get really sick 2 to 3 times in those 6 months, and it's anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks each time I'm sick. With the flu shot, I have an allergic reaction that lasts about 2 weeks with extra sniffles. And then I'll get sick at the end of flu season, but it's pretty typically a cold or a light flu, so it's about 4 to 6 weeks. Exactly. I'm with you, Rooftop. The lack of transparency, the purposeful misdirection that we've had all this time, it's hard to say what's best. And I'm just at a point where I would rather risk having a bad reaction to the vaccine than not be able to re-enter society for another year or two. I'm struggling, and I'm pretty low maintenance. I'm very introverted. I'm not a physical touch person. So even after like 10, 11 months, I feel like I'm finally hitting where most people were at after 2 months. I'm starting to get pretty antsy with the fact that I haven't like hugged anyone in 11 months. I haven't held hands. I haven't like kissed anyone, like even my friends. And it's hard because I have a lot of friends who work in public health. They work with public, so I can't see them. They can't come around. Like, at least in the summer we could talk with masks on while distancing, but now with it being cold, no one wants to stand outside. I can't. I'll get sick if I stand outside for any length of time and it's cold. So yeah, going a little stir crazy here. So we'll see. If I can get the vaccine, I'll probably not be able to stream on Monday. I'll try, but I'll probably be very low-key if I can. If I can't get the vaccine, then I'll probably stream and it'll be complaining the whole time about, oh my god, what do I do now? Because I'm stuck inside for the indefinite and foreseeable future. Which is not a fun thought. Not a fun thought. Oh, you only get... That's good. Topher, my doctor's already told me no because I have an allergic reaction to the flu shot. But that was a month ago, so I'm hoping I can convince them otherwise. Right, exactly. So I'm part of the high risk category. My grandma's already had it. She had 0 reactions. My friends who are nurses, some of them had mild reactions. Some of them had pretty severe reactions. I have an autoimmune disorder. And so I've talked with a bunch of other people with autoimmune disorders, and we're all kind of just like confused because since COVID attacks the immune system, our immune system's already crap. So with the vaccine, is the vaccine even going to work for us because of how overactive our immune system is? B, COVID seems like it's either going to straight up kill us or nothing at all because we're used to our immune system being complete shit. So it's one of those where no one really knows what to do because it hasn't been studied. And I get why doctors want to play it safe. Especially so the doctor I'm going through, my rheumatologist just retired last year, so I have a new rheumatologist that I haven't even met. So he just took over a practice. I can understand him really wanting to play it safe his first year. But if I want to risk it, it should be my choice, right? Like, no, the vaccine doesn't have COVID. That is correct. The vaccine does not have COVID in it. It is not a live virus. It is nothing live. So that's why I would like to try the vaccine and see. My body builds up tolerances to medications quickly, which is why even if I get the flu shot, I'm still going to have the flu by the end of the season because it's not going to last 10 months for me. Even if I get this vaccine, it's probably not going to last 10 months for me. I'm aware, but I want to try it now so that I know coming next season what to anticipate. And that way I can tell my other autoimmune friends and my friends who have family with autoimmune, like, this is how I reacted and I have pretty shit circumstances. One of my friends has a parent with a lot of the same issues I have, and she had no reactions at all. even though she normally has reactions to the flu shot. And she's also like twice my age. So that would be cool. It's just that's the only person I know with similar health issues that has even attempted the vaccine at this point. Yeah, exactly. Like straight, it's just, I'm sick of living in fear right now. Yeah, once they're vaccinated. So it's just, I know it's not a cure-all. I know that there's still risks. I know that there's a lot we don't know. I've read the ingredients. I know what I'm most likely to react to. I know what types of things to watch for based on those ingredients. Like, I'm aware. I've paid attention. So it just sucks when the doctors are like, no, we know you're a high-risk category, but no. So yeah. Again, we'll just watch all the socials. I'll let you guys know. So if I can get it, I'll still try and stream, but I'll probably be sleeping. So let's see. I think I see him around lunchtime. But yeah, I'm not sitting here saying everyone needs the vaccine because we just don't know right now. But if someone actually wants it, like, don't tell them no. I don't understand that. Come on. Ugh. I mean, we've already had strains of COVID. Like, the flu is, we already have this. It's just, this is a novel one. So we're learning a lot as it's being developed. And then it's also changing. So it was super deadly, but then that doesn't really help keep the virus alive. So it's calming down and it's going to keep changing. So we're just kind of learning as we go. It's just, I don't want to keep sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I'm sick of these four walls. Twitch is helpful for now, but honestly, come spring, I need to get out of this house. Holy moly, and I still have like 3 months of winter, y'all. I haven't been to a grocery store in a year. Like, it's weird to miss going to the grocery store. Yeah, bro, so you get it. You get it. It's just the weirdest thing, the things that I'm starting to miss. I'm like, oh, I kind of miss karaoke night, and I have for a while. That's fun. But I miss the grocery store. I miss meeting my friends and my family for lunch. And yeah, I would cut back in the winter, but to go from like seeing my family once or twice a week and my friends once or twice a week to like not at all. Yeah. Kiwi! Oh, I almost wore my Gur shirt today too. Oh, now I'm kicking myself. I thought about it. I have a really cute shirt for Invaders In. Concerts, yes. So normally late summer, I like to go to some outdoor concerts. We'll sit on the hillside and watch some live bands. And so I found a really good site to get cheap tickets. And then if you buy in bulk, so then we get like 8 to 10 of us together to split the car ride, split costs, split food. And then I couldn't do any of it last year. And I had just started being a volunteer and working my ranks up in conventions around here. So like having to put all that on hold. So that meant that all of my costuming business stuff got put on hold because there's no conventions. So no one needs convention costumes. And then yeah, not being able to go to karaoke nights, not being able to go to trivia nights, not being able to go to bingo night. Like, I was telling a friend yesterday, I'm just like, I miss playing darts. Just going to the bar and playing darts a couple rounds, or like getting together and playing billiards with whoever's around. Like, and that's probably still not going to happen in the next year, but like, come on. So we're talking about maybe once enough of us get the vaccine, getting together at a friend's place who has darts and billiards It's just, since we also don't know if you have the vaccine, if you can still carry the live virus and pass that along, we're still going to have to be extra careful. So even if I'm with a group of people who have the vaccine, if I'm not vaccinated, I don't know if I can go. Yeah. Going to the bar, getting the drink. Like, even if I just go to the bar and have water, I just like learning the lives of the people who hang out at the bars. I don't know. We used to have a lot of fundraisers and charity events at the local bars. Let's see, we didn't have our art fair this year. None of our art fairs, none of our festivals. I didn't get to go to Ren Fair. I didn't get to go to the Ingham County Fair or the Eaton County Fair or the Gratiot County Fair. Like, I would go through the circuit of all the county fairs. I love roller coasters. No Cedar Point. Ugh. Ugh. You know, like, high fives, yeah. Again, like, I'm not a super huggy kissy person, but I haven't hugged a friend in like a year. It's so weird because a lot of my friends are really touchy-feely huggy. So I'm used to getting asked for like hugs every time, and then maybe like once a month I'd be like, yeah, sure, that's fine. But it's been 12. Ugh. Yeah, no vacations. I did get to go to my family's cabin for a couple of weeks. And that was nice, but still, it wasn't the same because we couldn't go anywhere for food. They did work it out so we could go get ice cream, kind of. And we were on the beach, so I still got to go swimming and take the boat out. It's just, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how things go, especially now that they're trying to reopen again. I know I've talked with a bunch of people on Twitch about trying to get together in Florida this year, which would be so cool. But there's no way I could do it if I'm not vaccinated. Absolutely no way. Even with a vaccine, I'll have to be on top of it, just with my health. But anyway, I'll stop complaining. So that's what's going on. So hopefully next week I will be streaming. I will be able to get my vaccine and everything will be fine. I'll stop. We'll move on. I was gonna end like a half hour ago. I'm sorry to complain so much. I know. Who do I want to raid today? Complain cast. Yeah, I know. Anime Daddy is going to be doing his complain cast in a little bit. I mean, I'm not... Like, I'm stressed about it, but it's not that. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm just stressed at the unknowns. So... if I'm told I can't get the vaccine, it's going to kind of leave a big question mark over what the next year is going to be. Whereas if I can get the vaccine, it's still a big question mark, but it opens some stuff up. Because there's even if they let me get the vaccine and I have a reaction, then I can't get the second and I'm still not actually vaccinated. At least it's, I don't know, I'm sick of standing still and I want to actually feel like I'm doing something. And the only thing I can do about COVID is try and get vaccinated. Other than that, I'm just stuck like everyone else. So I think that's where the stress is. It's just, I'm sick of feeling like I'm just surviving or just treading water, or just like wasting time. Which I know I'm not, I'm learning a lot. I'm doing a lot. Still just feels like I'm wasting time though. But anyway, like I said, I'll stop complaining. I will be back on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. I don't know. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do a gaming stream or if I'm going to do an art stream. I know, freaking holding patterns. So we'll decide. If you feel like chiming in, let me know on my Discord if you have a preference between a game or an art stream. I'm waiting to see if like a friend wants to play a game, or if there's a particular game I feel like playing, or if I want to color or paint. I don't know. I have Stardew. I burnt myself out on Animal Crossing. And Stardew is so much like Animal Crossing. So the Switch and I are taking a break and have been for about 2 months. It's been 2 months since I've turned on my Switch. Oh, I feel bad. I should probably do that. Oh yeah, okay. I know who we're gonna raid. So again, thank you all for hanging out. Please stick around. We're gonna raid very shortly. Here's what I'm looking for. Console update. Oof. So I have the Switch Lite, so I can't stream from it. I'm still trying to decide if I wanted to upgrade to the regular Switch, but I don't know. It feels like a bad idea to upgrade to a regular Switch when I haven't played the actual Switch for 2 months now. Make sure I've got this right. So it's kind of weird, I know, going from a cooking stream into Call of Duty, but that's what we're doing. So, like I said, please show Wolf Jakey some love. He'll appreciate it. Oh my god, I love your emotes, Kiwi. They're so cute. They're so cute. And I will hopefully see you all Friday. We can talk more. I mean, even if you just want to do it just chatting, like we can do more of this where I complain about the government and Medicare and Medicaid and medical in general. Like I can complain about a lot. So if you want just chatting on Friday, just hop in my Discord. Let me know. Let me know. And I will catch you all later because it's time for this errand to go.